Mrs. Owen's classes that have come to the lab to type your acrostic poem, these are the steps that you're going to go through. You're going to start by going to Google Chrome on the dock. You're going to sign in to Google accounts in the top left-hand corner. And here you're going to sign into Google Classroom. Remember that it's your email password that we practiced with the other day. So it's your first initial, and then it's your graduating year at harrisburg3.org. Because I'm a teacher, mine's a little bit different. But you're going to go ahead and sign in. Your password, remember, is your AR password and your graduating year. Once you get signed in, you're going to find Mrs. Owen's class. So if I'm in her 8th hour literature class, and you might be in her 4th hour, whatever class you're in, you're going to select those words, the name of the class, click on it, and then you will see the assignment that she created that's due today. It's an acrostic poem, and it says to click on the attached Google Doc and type your acrostic poem. Be sure to turn it in at the end of class. Well, I don't see a document here, but I haven't opened the assignment yet, so I'm going to go ahead and hit open. Once I hit open, now I see the poem. You do not want to click on the X. That will actually delete this document. You want to click on the words where your name is, and it's going to open the document where I'm going to type my poem. I'm going to capitalize the first letter of each line. And just type it in. Don't change your font. Don't make any changes yet. We're just going to get it typed in. And after the last line of your poem, after that last line, you're going to hit return one more time and type your name. Once you get your poem typed in, we want to check for spelling errors. And I see that I have an underlined word, which is an indicator, but I'm going to go up on this bar right up here where it says File, Edit, View, Insert Format. Under Tools, it says Spelling. I'm going to click on Spelling. And then on the right-hand side of my screen, it's telling me, I think this is the word you mean. Do you want to change or ignore it? I'm going to change it, and now it's spelled correctly. And if you have any other suggestions, it will give them to you right here. Okay, once I've gotten my poem typed in and my spelling is correct, I'm going to highlight everything but my name line. I don't want to highlight that, so I'm going to click after the last letter of that last line of my poem and highlight. So my name remains unhighlighted. And here's where you're going to make some changes. You're going to decide on a font. You're going to choose the size. We're going to start by looking at some font styles. You don't have that many choices in Google Docs, but for all intents and purposes, you're going to have enough choices. So we're going to go ahead and pick a font that we like. And remember, you can change it then. If it's highlighted and you decide you don't like that one, you might want to try a different one. That's okay. And even after you get it all done and you're not happy with it, you can change that part of it. Once we get the font, though, that we think we like, we're going to go ahead and start working with sizes. And I would suggest that you try 36. If it fits on your paper, doesn't go too big. If you have a line, and I'm going to go too big just to show you how it wraps one of my lines around rest at the end of the day, that's not going to work. So I want to make sure that every line of my poem stays on one line. It doesn't wrap around. After I've got that done, I'm going to click away and I want to go through and highlight just the first letter of each line, and I want to make it bigger and probably change the font style so it will really stand out. So I'm going to highlight the W, and I'm going to change it from comic to maybe Days 1, And if I want, I can even bold it, and it might make it even bolder. And then I'm going to go up one more size. Now, in the event that that's too big, but 36 is too small, you have the ability to type in whatever size you want. So if I needed something between 36 and 48, I might try 45. Notice that it works. So I can highlight, change that to 45 on each one, and it's going to work out okay. So instead of 48, I'm going to highlight it and change it to 45. Now, if 48 works, it's just as easy to slide down, but it's going to be what works for your poem, not for my poem. But after you highlight each one, make the changes. We're ready to look at pictures. Now I'm going to take my screen down so I can see my whole document. I'm going to hit Fit. Nope, that's not what I want. I'm going to hit 50%. Now I see I have room for a picture down here, or perhaps I would want to put it up here. If I want to put it at the top, I'm going to just put my cursor right there in front of the W, hit return one time, and then this is where my picture would go. It will move my text. If I'm going to put it at the bottom, I'm going to hit return, and it's going to be right here, and it will go underneath. It's still going to move my words around a little bit, and we'll have to play with the picture after we put it. But you need to decide, do you want it at the bottom or at the top? I'm going to put mine at the top. So I put my cursor at the top, and then I'm going to go up to this word Insert. File, Edit, View, Insert, and I'm going to click on Image. A new window opens up, and I want to select Search. I want to search for a picture, so I'm going to click on the word Search. It gives me a search box, and then I'm going to type in something that represents what I drew on my homework assignment. Winter Wonderland, white snow, snowman, sledding, snowflake, snow-covered trees. We'll try snow-covered trees. And then I'm going to search. And I like a lot of these. You won't get to be too picky here just because of time, so you're going to find one that you like. When you click on it, it puts a blue check mark in the upper left-hand corner, and then you want to hit Select. It's going to put it in where you think you want it, but sometimes it puts it in really funky places, like it might put it down here, and it moves everything around. The first thing you want to do after it puts your picture in is you want to tell it to wrap text. Then you want to move it into a position that you think you want it, and you want to make it smaller. It's not about the picture, it's about your poem. And your whole poem needs to fit on your paper with the picture. Right? So now basically I'm ready to print. There's one more thing you can do if you have time before the bell's going to ring. You can click on your picture and you can give it a little bit of a frame. I'm going to pick my pencil right here. I've clicked on my picture. Right up here on the menu bar I have a pencil. And then I'm going to go ahead and give it a frame, and you are allowed to go up as far as 4 points. You have to say 2, 3, or 4. Now if I click away, it just adds a nice touch to the picture. And now I'm ready to print. I've spelled everything, my name is right. So right up here in the top left-hand corner under File, there's a print icon. I'm going to click on it once. It's going to open up my window and show me a thumbnail, what it's going to look like, and then I'm going to hit the print button. Now I'm really not going to print because this is just for the videotape, but once you're done printing and it's printed, you'll get it off of the printer in the back of the room. You're going to come back to your computer and you're going to turn this document in. When you hit Turn In, it's going to open my window and it's going to say one attachment will be submitted. Is this what you want? You do, so you go ahead and hit Turn In again. And then notice that your assignment changes from not done to done. And now it's ready for Mrs. Owen to grade. The last thing you want to do is you're going to go up and sign out. And then you're going to go to Google Chrome and quit Google Chrome. And then you're done. Great job.